Hello Vivacious Virgos, my name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the Virgo Tarot reading for December. Thanks for joining me. It's really quite a busy month for a lot of star signs, but let's have a look at the board now and see what the cards have to say for you. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. I'll just briefly explain what I do. I like to do a little psychic vision before I turn the cards over, and I do a psychic channeling at the end, so do stick around for that. I never know what I'm going to say. Surprises even me sometimes. Okay, so actually I'll go with that card because that's sort of impactful. Closing my eyes now for Vivacious Virgos. I've got two colours in front of me, sort of ranging from blue through to purple, so your throat chakra through to your crown chakra. So what's going on in your head? I feel like you're going to get some surprises this month because in terms of insights, it's like something that you couldn't work out or perhaps you didn't understand. Now you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and you're starting to comprehend something that you had no idea about before. The card that comes out, I don't know if you can see that on your monitor, it's sort of a dark blue. So, and then there's sort of bluey mauve butterflies here, so there you go. There's a lot of sort of purpley blue down here in the mountains. Mountains are about challenges, by the way. Perhaps you've been going through some stuff lately which has been a bit of a challenge, but Spirit is now handing you a bit of a gift, and it is in terms of insight, because the sword here, the sword of truth, is the ability to cut and analyze with your logical mind whatever the situation is. It's going to free you. You're going to make some decisions that will free you from a situation. And you see all these butterflies here. This is the new life that is coming out of that decision. So, it could be thinking about a new job, a new relationship, or just new belief systems. But there's new life and new growth coming to you this month. So that's a lovely way to start the month, Vivacious Virgos. Let's have a look at the next card. Actually, that one wants to come out. So, closing my eyes now, what do I see? I get the colour red. It can mean two things when I just see a flash of a colour. It can be whatever goes with red, like blood, like your blood is pumping. Maybe you've been to the gym and you're just watching this on the way home or when you get home or something like that. So it's got a positive side, and the other side to that is you could be feeling all worked up, sort of frustrated or angry about something. Okay, so the card that comes up is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is fantastic. So it's more the positive side. Maybe you're feeling more vital and alive because you've been successful at something, a recent project, or perhaps something to do with real estate. See this big blue house in the background? Something to do with real estate, buying or selling a home, or maybe relocating and moving somewhere else. But it's taken a while to get to this stage because it's a 10, it's the end of a cycle. So this didn't happen in 5 minutes. It's like all these things had to fall into place before you could be in this position. See, she's wearing gold here and she's carrying a bunch of keys. So she has the keys in her hands, the keys to freedom or liberty, whatever she wants really. The gold is a solar plexus, so this is about self-esteem. It's also about manifesting your heart's desires, attaining your goals, like goal setting and actually getting there and getting what you wanted to do. Money could be involved with this because it is pentacles, or perhaps possessions. Maybe you think about a major purchase, like a new car or some new furniture or something major. Okay, but if you are thinking about a major purchase, this implies that you're going to get it. Okay, so it's a great card. It's a recognition of your success, basically. So yes, it is all about accomplishment and achievement. Alrighty, let's look at the third card for you and see what comes up. Vivacious Virgos in December. Okay, let's go with that one. I've got the colour purple again in my face. Purple doesn't come up that often actually when I've got my eyes closed when I'm seeing visions. It's sort of rare. So again, this is about your thoughts, your clairvoyance, your third eye, the ability to see into the future. Even if you don't have clairvoyance as such, that you don't actually see the pictures like I do, for example, you might have the gift of what I call the gift of the scenario. And with the gift of the scenario, you can sort of see how things are going to fall into place, but you don't necessarily see it in pictures. The card that comes up is the Knight of Swords. Okay, very interesting, because this is about looking at the big picture. Okay, so it is all about the sight from on high. So this is not about getting caught in the details of something, but getting the overall concept right. Maybe you come up with a brand new concept for something, and you can see that if you take certain actions down the track, it's going to lead to a certain result. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is like a young male energy, maybe in his 20s, perhaps early 20s, and it's like he's got a whole lot of new ideas that are very active, and he wants to maybe experiment and test his ideas out. Some of them will work and some of them will probably not work, but that's okay. If you have 10 ideas and one turns out, I reckon you got a pretty good ratio. That's what I say. I have 10 ideas. If I can get one across the line, I'm really happy. Okay. All right, so that's a pretty good card for new ideas, being active, and sometimes these people like to go out and sow their wild oats, but because it's swords, it's not so much about that, because it's thinking about things. It's more on the mental level. But you might come up with some really unusual and unique concepts this month, the Vivacious Virgos. Alrighty, let's have a look now and see what we can see for the next card for December 2020. Let's go with that one there. Closing my eyes. I've got stairs. They're actually going, they're sort of up and down, but only a couple of steps. They're sort of going from the right over to the left. And so I feel like this is getting out of your logical mind. So you might have some ideas here in your logical mind, and then somehow you put them into practice in your creative mind, because I see this pathway from the logical over to the creative. And the card that comes up again is Swords, the Seven of Swords. You know what? I get the feeling that your mind has been driving you nuts. That you can't stop thinking, that perhaps it's hard to turn your mind off at night. It's affecting your sleep, perhaps even, and so now you're looking for ways, say for example, to meditate or be creative. This card traditionally is called the Thief in the Night card, and I don't usually subscribe to that unless I get a specific sort of vision about it, but I feel like maybe your thoughts are the thief. They're stealing your time, or they're making your life less happy. And so this is about you becoming more creative, spending more time in just being and allowing the inspirational energy to come up, putting your mind back in its place, and you moving away from the situation where your mind was the ruler of your life, really. Okay, she's actually putting some strategies in place. So she's using her own thoughts against her thoughts. Putting some strategy in place, see all these swords here, and putting these two swords into the ground and making it practical. So maybe you say you're going to, for example, meditate twice a day, 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. You've got to start somewhere. 10 minutes isn't much, but it is enough to help you calm your mind. Okay, so let's have a look at the last card for you. Vivacious Virgos, which literally flies out, and it's the Temperance card. Excellent. This is about you balancing everything in your life. So how appropriate that I've just been talking about your thoughts that were controlling you and moving over to the left, the creative side of your brain, because this is taking those thoughts and putting them in balance, weighing everything up. See the two cups here, and water is like emotions, so getting more in touch with your emotions. And I feel like you've been very particular about detail and really focusing on the detail of things, like exactly the opposite of the Knight of Swords card here. And you're going to move from that detail into looking at the big picture and getting that balance right. So you could find a whole lot more contentment coming into your life now with that type of approach. Okay, so some great cards there. Ace of Swords, new beginning. Ten of Pentacles, positive around your money and your your possessions. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Temperance, all about balance. So there is a lot of sword energy there, a lot of thinking, and you're going to put it back into its place this month. Okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you, Vivacious Virgos, in the month of December 2020. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, by the way, and happy holidays if you don't. Okay, what do I see? I'm in like, sorry, there's my dogs. I'm in a castle and I can see water all around me, which is, it's like these emotions have been sitting here for a very long time. And it's like something underneath, like in a basement. So this is down deep in your subconscious. And I feel like you've been sort of more, and the castle is like your body really. So you've been more up in your head, and now you're going to go down into your body more and feel what it feels like to be physical. Okay, so that's very really important actually to do. They're showing me a candle here, and it's like a birthday. So I feel like you've had your birthday, so that was a few months ago. So I'm not sure whose birthday it is, but it could be, I feel it's very important, the number one. So one birthday or first birthday, or one birthday after something. I'm not sure what this means exactly, but maybe it's very important for you or for somebody. I see the colours blue, green, aqua, and so this is all about growth. This is all about your subconscious and things coming up. It's almost like you're going into a new world now and a new dimension, and so you're really getting in touch with your subconscious here. I see a door closing, an old door to the past, and a new door opening, and it's got a green handle on it. So again, that's about growth. Okay, anything else? I see there's some fear or some anxiety about going deep down into your subconscious, but it's really going to be okay. It's very green down here. The water's green in a good way. It's like the Mediterranean. If you've been there, you'll know the water is stunningly beautiful. So I feel this sort of sense of Atlantis and all these ancient cities of the past and ancient cultures, and I feel like there's a lot of energy there for you, a lot of gifts around this sort of Atlantean theme, and going back thousands of years, that you're really going to get in touch with that energy, which is great, especially if you're been doing hands-on healing or looking at the healing modalities in general. Okay, so I feel like it's a whole new world opening up to you, and you may become more interested in the esoteric, psychic readings, astrology, and healing generally. Okay, so that's it, Vivacious Virgos. Thanks so much for listening to me today. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Have a wonderful month, everyone, and Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, and Happy Holidays if you don't. Thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.